Hi guys, I'm back with the dip powder mani. So we will be using dip powders from Simply Rose Custom Dips, which is a shop on Etsy, and these two colors, Never Alone and Warrior, were sold in a set for October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I will be using Simply Rose Custom Dips dip liquids. These are not odorless, so I am wearing a respirator, and I do have on 2 coats of peel off base coat and allow that to dry. I apply that over my builder gel, and this just allows for easy removal of the dip powder. Usually with peel off base coat, my manis will last 1 to 3 days, give or take. So guys, just hang out with me while I do this dip powder application. But you know what? I have another mani where I did I used one color from Simply Rose Custom Dips, and I do like the dip powder products. They were easy to apply. The liquids I do like, even though they're not odorless. You guys know I love my Color My World odorless dip liquids, but they work, and they work well, in my opinion. Again, I am a DIYer of my nails. So guys, just hang out with me while I do this dip powder application. So the next color, Warrior. Now on the site, the color looked very pretty, and so initially when I poured it into the cupcake liner and my first coat, I was like, I don't know if I like this color. But y'all, when I did the second coat, and then I end up, finishing the mani and doing top coat, and as the days passed on, I was like, oh, this color is so gorgeous. Because initially you're kind of like, what is this color? I pour over first, and then with the second coat, after I brush off and do the second coat, it still looked kind of funny to me. But after I finished, I was in love with this color. So I'm just applying base to my index finger, and here's where I tried to do an ombre, you know, a cuticle ombre with Warrior, and it didn't turn out like I wanted it to. I was expecting more concentration of that color at the base or cuticle area of my nail, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted it, but you know, it is what it is, you know, whatever works, I suppose. So with that first ombre attempt, I didn't get enough on there. At least I felt like I didn't get enough. So I was like, okay, we're going to try this. So I just put base at the bottom of the nail, the cuticle area of the nail. And then I'm using a little salt spoon and trying to sprinkle it on there. Now that did get a little bit more, but I think because of the nature of the dip powder itself, it was kind of hard to get those pieces where I wanted them to be. And so I got some on there, but like I said, it is what it is. And so I'm just dipping the bottom part of my finger in there, still trying to get a little bit more of that Warrior color on top of the pink. So I did encapsulate my nails in clear off camera. I cannot remember what clear I used. I want to say I used S&S Natural Set Sheer, but I'm not 100%. So I'm just brushing that off, and then I'm going to go in with a toothbrush. This is a medium bristle toothbrush, and brush off any excess clear that did not soak into the dip base. And then I'm going to activate and do my fouling and buffing after about 5 minutes off camera. So these are my nails after fouling and buffing. And so I'm going to go in with the Maniology stamping plate. This is plate 𝑀153 if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going in with Bam White. We're going to do some nail stamping. So I've had this plate for quite some time, and I was like, okay, we're going to go ahead and use this. And so initially I stamped this ribbon, and it was kind of smudgy. You couldn't see the little space in between the top of the ribbon where it folds. And so I wiped that off with acetone. And I'm going to go in, and then I decided to do the words on my thumbnail, and then I'm going to go back to the other image and stamp on my pinky. So I applied stamping to my thumbnail and my pinky. This one is Fight with the ribbon. At first I was like, this looks funny because the ribbon is incorporated into the H and the T, but that's how the image is. Because first I was like, why is it all jumbled up? But that's how the image was. So we went ahead and rolled with it. And so I'm just going in and doing that. Again, you don't have to have sticky base coat when you're stamping on top of dip powder. I don't have anything on my nails other than just the dip powder, and the image transferred fine. Now the thing is, if you're not using anything to have a sticky layer on your nails, you want to stamp relatively quickly, not quickly to the point where it's just giving you bad anxiety, but look at me making a mess. But you want to stamp quick enough so that the image will transfer. And so I think after this third time trying to transfer this image, it worked. But this one was that one particular ribbon was a little tricky. And so I think this plate also has some autism symbols on here as well, which I like the puzzle pieces. I think that's symbolic of that's the autism awareness symbol, if I'm not mistaken. And so I'm just snapping that ribbon at the end of my pinky, and then I'm gonna go in and apply some rhinestones. Well, first let me back up. Since I am using dip powder top coat and I did some stamping, I'm going to apply Maniology smudge free top coat. And I don't know what was in my like a piece of lint or string because I don't have any pets. And so I'm applying that over the nails. I'm going to allow that to dry. I'm then going to go in and apply activator, and I'm going to apply let that dry a little bit. Then I'm going to apply top coat. First layer of top coat, 3 swipes across the length and the width of the nail. And then you're going to go in with the second coat. And that's my respirator that I use. I always use that. I got it off Amazon. And then I got some replacement filters for the cartridges on this side. And so as I mentioned, I'm going to go in with 3 swipes for the first layer of top coat, and then I'm going to go in with the second coat. And usually with the second coat, you can be more detailed so that you cover every aspect of the nail and cap your free edge as well. So the nails dried down nice and shiny, and so I'm going in with some rhinestones that I got off of Daily Charme. I think that was light rose. I thought it went perfect. Y'all know I gotta be extra. And so instead of using gel, I am using the dip powder top coat to adhere these rhinestones. It is a resin, which is a glue, so you can use it to affix rhinestones to your nails. And so I'm applying some cuticle rhinestones to my thumbnail, and it dries. You have time to move them around, but it dries relatively fast. And the rhinestones didn't budge, by the way. This set lasted for about 3 days, and the rhinestones, that middle one popped off when I popped the nail off. I think it was part of it was close to my skin and not all the way on the dip powder. And so you see, I got time to move that around, and then I'm going in and applying some cuticle rhinestones to my pinky nail as well. So after that dried, here is the finished look. You want to apply your favorite cuticle oil. I'm using 𝑻𝒊𝒔𝒉's elixir. So guys, if you found value, please like this video, leave a comment, and let me know what you think, and subscribe to my channel. It is free. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.